Okay, you can start any.
Okay.
Okay, so these first ones are focusing on the feet here. We're going to start here, so we're just going to make some nice general contact, right? So palmar compression, and we're just going to start shifting our weight into the Pisces feet. Feels so good at that. Easy, right? Everybody does some form of this. But you make sure that it's your body weight doing the compression, not your arms. So into the arch, and then we're just going to change into the pads of our thumb just to go into just digital compression around the ankle and into the arch. That pressure's not too much?
It's good. I feel it.
You feel it?
Yeah.
It's not too much though.
Nope.
So just nothing specific yet, just random digital compression into the feet. Now, a couple things that I do want you to do as far as the feet, or ask you to do, is a couple of these points. So if you look here, and we're using the bony landmark, so here's medial malleolus, the ankle, here's the Achilles tendon, and right in between, in that hollow, we take our thumb right in that hollow and press towards the ankle. You see? You feel a little sensitive smile?
You went right to my chronic sprained ankle, yeah.
So this is an acupressure point for helping ankles. Okay, so it's in between. Can I see this? I believe on this page, yeah. Specific subos. That's acupressure. That's Japanese term for acupressure points. Y'all have this page, right? And the one that we're doing now is kidney 3. It's under yin meridians of the leg, so it shows a location of it. So this is the one. This is I'll give you the number so now you know what's going on. So this is kidney 3. Okay. So it's just nice digital compression, and when we're doing the work with all acupressure points, you go into it, and the person should feel a dull ache. That's when you know they're on the point.
I did.
So how about this side with a dull ache? Not so much?
Yes, but my left is my.
Okay. Chronic.
Yeah.
So that's one point. And then another point is right at the base of the big toe, and on there it should say spleen 3, I believe. Is that correct?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. It's too early in the morning. So it's under the same thing where kidney 3 is. It's 2 above that, spleen 3, right? And to get this point, you go right at the base of the big toe, and you hook your thumb underneath there, and then you just hook. This is our face. See, this is how you know you're on the point, right? I'm just placing my big thumb underneath the base, or at the bottom of the base, and then just turning. Now this point is really good for people with balance issues, because the big toe plays such a prominent. I've seen you before. You look very familiar when you walk in. You never had class together?
I don't think so.
Oh, your face looks familiar.
I have a
Is that on
face.
video now? But anyway, nice to see. Base. So here, and then just bring the toe back. Okay, every time. All right. Next point, same category. It's liver 3, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and liver 3 is right on the top of the foot, in the webbing between the big toe and the second toe. Now this one is, you have to search around a little bit, but you see how the bones come together. Come down just a little bit below it, and you'll feel like a little concavity there, and that's a liver 3. All right, should be sensitive. A pan up and see your sensitive face.
Yeah.
Just
My face doesn't lie.
okay, and then this point, side 2. So those 3 points when we're doing. So this one here, and this one here. Okay. So those points, and then we're just going to do some nice stretching. And then we're going to come down up and just relax your one knee, one foot, and then we're just going to do some nice range of motion. One way, and then the other, and then we're going to rotate the foot. You tell me if it's too much, okay?
No, I just know faces.
One way, and then the other.
So internal and external rotation.
See. internal and external rotation. Right? And then we're going to come and do a little hamstring stretch. So one thing you might want to try when we're doing this is maybe put the table just a little lower. Because anytime you can come up easy like this is good. So for a hamstring stretch, so just relax. You want to place your hand just above the knee, just to keep a little back pressure so the bones are aligned so you get a better stretch for hamstring. So here, and then I'm just going to ease up until I feel resistance.
Should I flex my foot and ankle or just keep it?
No, you do nothing. You just relax.
She wants to do.
I'm super
She's
tight.
a doer.
She's a doer.
So just, you know, and at 90 degrees, that's the average, they say, for people with healthy range of motion.
I used to be like this, but I'm a little numb.
Okay, but now this is good. You know, you feel some resistance. That's all you really need to do. So like this. But the back pressure keeps the bones aligned. You get a better stretch. And we'll just do a few more. So then the knee bent and the foot on the table, flat. And you're trying to move the heel as close to the gluteal as possible. And then you're going to sit on the table in figure 4 and just place
This is my favorite.
your toe. Place your toes on the top of the foot, like this. Not up against the ankle, but just at the toes, just to stabilize. And then you're going to intertwine like this. Oh, fan favorites. And then that's back. And this too, not this, because this is using your arms. This, using your body weight.
Feel the difference.
I do too. I mean, straining. So this is one of the things, you know, we're therapists, right? We're giving, and you get caught up and you start working too hard. People get burned out. You get injuries. So, you know, you have to, in your mind, this self-preservation thing, what can you do to be the most effective and also the easiest on your body, quite frankly. So, do this.
I always feel that when it feels good for me, it feels better for the client.
Always, this is true because you can feel that. If you're straining, there's going to be it's not going to just disappear and be good here. It's going to go into the work. I mean, somehow, right? So we'll do that a couple times, and then we're going to slide like this away and still stabilize it. And then we're going to take the pads of our fingers and go right up in between the gastroc heads. So you know the gastroc head's 2 heads, right? So as they move towards the center, there's a lot of fascial binding in between the heads. So we're going to use the pads of our fingers, not the tips of our fingers, because the tips might be a little bit too irritating. So it's a broader surface. And you want to start just below the popliteal crease, right below the knee crease. And you just take your pads of your fingers and just lean back with your body weight, and it goes right in between the gastroc heads. And you work your way down to the Achilles tendon. So the muscle turns into its tendon, which in this case is the Achilles tendon.
It's tender.
I beg your pardon?
It's tender.
Yes. And then we're going to end with some squeezing of the gastroc and soleus. So you intertwine your fingers and you place them behind here. So it's the palms of your hands that are squeezing into the side of the gastroc and away. That's terrible. I see her wince and I smile. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know
That
why.
happens to most of us.
Yeah.
That's
It's like you
terrible.
feel a good spot.
I feel terrible now. But I'm getting over it quickly. So it's like this, and then I'm just going to end with a little. Right? Okay, let's just do that much. And then we'll do that on both legs. That's plenty to retain. Okay.